And we're back to learning Affinity in the year day 8. Let us create our first design. Click on the plus sign right here, don't worry too much about the templates, we just use the first one here, A3, and create document. There are lots of options, don't let them confuse you. For example here, very important options are indeed vector, pixel, layout, Canva AI. We're just going to leave it to vector for now. I'm going to go over all of these details as we go along in the tutorial playlist. Just hover to the left hand side where the tools are until you can find the rectangle tool. Left click on it and you see lots of shapes. Should be the basic shapes. We'll start with the top left, which is the rectangle. So nothing special, and then we left click drag on the canvas. What you should see now are the default styles, which are the default colors, these elements, and you can select this. Just left click drag over it or simply left click directly on it. And this should get this bluish highlighting line, which indicates that it's selected. And now we can change the color, and there are various options to do that. Here's, for example, the color wheel. This is the default, for example, in Inkscape, if you're familiar with it, but there are also swatches. Stroke and appearance will omit for now, and we can also change the color right here. The first swatch is the color swatch, and there's also an RGB slider that we can use to change the colors. Once more, these are details that I'm going to talk in depth about as we go along, as we progress through this program. Just use the swatches for now and pick a fill color that you like. If you hover over the edges where the circles are, you can see your mouse, the cursor kind of changes, and that usually indicates that there's a different functionality. So instead of moving it around, you can actually transform it here on these circles. And then we have a second swatch right here, and this is a stroke. Once more, we're going to omit that on the right hand side. And if I add a stroke weight right here, you can actually see it. It has a black stroke, and there are also swatches that we can use to apply a different color to the stroke. This one, the white one with the red stripe, this is actually a placeholder for none, and that's what we want to use. You can in principle also go down with the weight to 0, but it's always best to use none, then you can be sure it doesn't have a stroke. To copy this, an important shortkey is Alt. Just hold Alt and then left click drag, and you will have copied whatever is selected. In principle, you can also use the usual shortkeys Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and that can also be found via right clicking. My window is a little bit small here. But if I do it at the bottom, you can see it. So here's Ctrl+C for copy. And then right click on the canvas, you should see paste, which is Ctrl+V. So that's a different way to copy your elements. And you can also use the shortkeys right away without right clicking. So just Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V once more as a reminder. But the easiest way, I think, is to simply hold Alt and then left click drag copies out of there. We need 2 copies. And you can see they should snap towards one another when you left click drag them right here. And that way we have a seamless transition. Let me change the fill color for the 3 rectangles here to black, red, and yellow or goldish. And that would be the German flag. And if you select it all, you can now transform it all at the same time, so basically as a group. And that would be very easy design, but I see I have another rectangle behind right here. Let me delete that. I just pressed the delete key after I've got it selected with a left click, and now it's gone. I would recommend that you try to recreate that. It's always a good idea to do something and not just watch these videos. At least from my experience, you learn these programs best by simply creating something and then making mistakes and then trying to correct them. So create a couple of flags, maybe the German flag, maybe another flag, whatever you like, and that would be the starting point, so the first design that you've created in Affinity. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.